Hello again. It's time for another Bokksu review. This month's Bokksu, Sakura in Kyoto, was sponsored by Rashid. Thank you so much. And he requested that my OC cat girl Hecate do the video, so here we are. The other box for this month has already been sponsored, so if you would like to sponsor a future box and pick the character, you can do that next month. I will put them back on my wish lists once they have shipped. But for now, let's get into this one. And the box this month is really cute. It has Sakura on it, and I might keep this one. I have a lot that were just like kind of plain orange, and I threw most of them away. Or, well, I recycled them. But I didn't keep them. This one I will keep because it's cute. And it's even cute inside. So here we are, Sakura in Kyoto. And let's see what we have here. The first thing is pure potato, butter no miwaku, and rock salt. I think we had chips from this brand before. And I pretty much thought the same about these. They were a little bit thick, so the texture wasn't as good as some other ones that I've had, but they tasted nice. Apparently, the butter is from some place that's famous for dairy. And yeah, they were just like butter and salt flavored, so they were nice. Simple but nice. I like these chips. I'm glad the bag is kind of big. They're a good snack. Next is... oh, I love these. Strawberry cake gummies. These are so cute. I'm gonna see if I can get one out. They are gummies, and they taste like sweet strawberry, and they're very soft, and they look like a little piece of cake with a strawberry on it. And I love gummies, so they smell so good. Really nice strawberry. Having the cake gummies was extra fun because it was my birthday this month, so it's like my tiny little birthday cake. Next is Kyoto Sable Ume. So this is a butter cookie, and it's shaped like a plum blossom, and they taste like plum. I think there's two of these, or there were two of these, yes. So it's a little, it kind of, yeah, it's like a shortbread cookie, and it has like a mild plum flavor. It's just nice and sweet and a little bit fruity. And it was really good. I ate the other one already, and now I can eat this one. I like cookies like that. Next one, more cookies. Oh, this one's hard to say. Koronron Momotaro Saku Puff Chocolate Peach. Oh, chocolat. Okay, it's French. It's both Japanese and French. I hate it when they do this to me. My mouth has to like change languages, and I'm not good at either of them. So this is a cookie with peach infused white chocolate. On the top? I did eat this, but it was a while ago, so I don't remember. Oh yeah, and it has Momotaro on the package, which if you don't know, it's like a legend about this boy who was born from a peach or something, so that's why we get him on the peach cookie. That's not gonna open that way. I'm just gonna have to destroy it. The peaches on this package look like hearts. I don't think you can see them that well. Oh yeah, I remember this cookie now. It is like a really, really light cookie. It was nice and crunchy. And yeah, it's not a sandwich cookie. It just has chocolate on the top. Yep. And it's nice and peachy. I will eat that later, if I can get it back in the package. Unfortunately, the light's making it warm, so the chocolate's kind of melting a little bit. good enough. Now I'm sticky. Okay. Next. Oh, this was interesting. Morokoshi cookie Sakura Horo Horo. So, these are supposed to be like, I don't know how to pronounce them actually, I just realized that. Polvoron? Polvoron? I think? They're like these really crumbly almond cookies, and I think somebody used to give them to a friend of mine, and she shared them with me. I think they got them like from the Philippines or something. But these ones are like really small. And they're similar. This is shaped like a sakura petal. And they have a bit of that crumbly texture. They're not quite as crumbly. They're like really soft and buttery, and they're made of almond, and yeah. They're pretty neat. And this one has roasted wheat and azuki bean flour, and it's sakura flavored. I guess I never really knew what sakura flavor is, but I guess it just tastes kind of like mild cherry. Because, you know, Sakura's cherry blossom. I really like this. I wish there was more. Sakura mochi. It's really soft. It's really small and really soft. And this does taste like cherry. Quite a bit. Sadly, there was only 2. So, I will eat that later. I wish there was more of those. Oh, they've used this before. I haven't had one in a bokksu before. But it says that this was the first mochi they ever introduced in 2019. So, they just keep doing it because everyone likes it so much, I guess. And I can see why, because that one's good. Now, this was weird, because there was like 2 Sakura cakes, and I ate them like right one after the other to compare them better. And I'm struggling to remember which one was which, but I think I know. So the first one was a Sakura souffle. And that is this one. Yes, because it says souffle on the package. So that's this one. And apparently it is a popular seasonal gift for Japanese school graduations. That's interesting. This cake was very, very, very soft. And very moist. And yeah, it tastes like, it really tasted like if you've ever had that cake mix that's like cherry chip or whatever. It tasted like that. Which I like, so for me that was nice. But yeah, it really tasted like cherry chip. But the texture was amazing. Like, that cake was real good. And then the next one was a Sakura cake, which was this one. And it was good too. And apparently it had Sakura blossoms in it, but I couldn't find them. And it tasted kind of the same, but the texture was not nearly as good. So out of the 2, I have to say I preferred the souffle one. So. Now, you may remember these things from a previous video. I certainly do. These Hana Iro Iro Hatsune Okaki. And I remember them because I don't really like them that much. They're very strange. They're a rice cracker and they're like soy flavored, but they also have sugar on the outside. I don't know. If you've seen that other video, you probably remember me saying that I thought the combination was weird, and I still do. I tried another one and I still don't really like them. They're not terrible, but they're also not my favorite. So I don't know if I'll eat this entire bag. I guess we'll see. I have other people that I can give them to and see if they like them better. I mean, the texture of the cracker is not awful. But, yeah, the taste is a little funny to me. It's not even like normal sweet soy sauce. I don't know what it is. I just don't really like it. I had extremely mixed feelings about this. I had another flavor of these things in a box a while ago. So this is Yatsuhashi Senbei Black Sesame. So these Yatsuhashi things, they are typically made of rice flour, sugar, and cinnamon, and the other one I had was cinnamon flavored. And It's shaped like an instrument called a koto. So, it's like this. It's like a little curved thing. And the other one I had was like eating cinnamon bark. I don't like the texture. It's hard as a rock. It's not even like a good cookie. And this one is also hard as a rock and also not a good cookie, but it tastes like black sesame, which I really, really like. So this one might be a little bit more worth eating. I don't know. The other ones were just cinnamon flavored, and I'm not a huge fan of cinnamon, so it wasn't really worth eating this rock hard little thingy. But yeah. Ooh, I like this one. I think I had something kind of like this in another box. Similar. This is Uji matcha chocolate cookie. So yeah, it's a little matcha. I will open this one because there was two. So it's a tiny little cookie, and it's soft, and it's matcha, and then when you break it open, it's got chocolate filling on the inside. These are really nice. I love this one. So yeah, that's a really good cookie. And now I'll have to eat that later. Oh, what a shame. Now again, we have organic and matcha tea. And I say this every single time. I don't know enough about tea to talk about it intelligently. All I know is that every time they give me a tea, it always, or most of the time, is gen matcha, which has that roasty stuff in it that I like. And this is no exception. This one's not really very bitter, which I like. Some of them have been more bitter than this. So this is like mild green tea and mild roastiness, I would say. That's the most expert opinion I can give on tea. Ooh, I like these a lot. And I kept them in the thing because it was cute. So they were in this little package. I had to break this to open it, but it looked like this. And they are Kyoto Uji Matcha Dango Mochi. So apparently, like, there's a place in Kyoto called Uji City, which has good matcha. And that's where all these matcha things are coming from. So, yeah, it has white bean paste filling. But mostly it's matcha flavored because it's covered in matcha. So if you like green tea, you'll like these. I like them. They're nice and soft and they have a good tea flavor. Almost done. This was weird. I didn't know if I would like this or not. It's vegetable arare tomato, and I don't really like tomato most of the time. Like, I don't like actual tomatoes. This is just a tiny little cracker. It was really light and fluffy, and it tasted like tomato pretz. If you've ever had those, like, they're like little breadstick things. They're kind of like Pocky without the chocolate. They're like savory Pocky. And they have a tomato. There's a tomato and a salad one, and they taste similar. And this reminded me of those. It's almost a little bit like if you live in Canada and can get those ketchup chips, only a little bit sweeter than ketchup chips. So, yeah, it was nicer than I expected. I didn't think I would like this, but I did. Next, Shiki Ori Ori Haru. These were just like an assortment of rice crackers. It was nothing really special, I guess. They're just rice crackers. They were okay texture. There was soy sauce, seaweed and soy sauce, and one that was like plum. There's like two different kinds of plum that they use in things. There's like sweet plum and sour plum, and this was a little bit more on the sour plum side. But yeah, they were okay. I find that there's so many rice crackers in these boxes that now you have to do something really exciting with a rice cracker to make me actually really like it. Most of them are just like, eh, I'll eat it, but... Oh, like these! So here's a good example. Handmade matcha choco arare. So these are rice crackers, but they're covered in chocolate. I'm gonna take one out because there's like a huge silica gel pack in here so you can't see anything. So they are covered in matcha chocolate, but there's like a rice cracker inside. which is pretty fluffy. And then there's also these other bonus rice crackers in here that are really cute because they're flower shaped, but they don't taste like much. These don't really have much flavor. They're just like mildly salty, but they're cute because they look like Sakura. And I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it. So that's the end of this box. So my favorite things, let's see. Man, there wasn't really a lot of good savory things to talk about. This is just... Okay, I'll do the sweet first. So the sweet, my favorites were the souffle cake, which was this one, and probably these gummies. So I'm gonna have a tie, because they were very, very different things, but they tasted very good. And then for the savory, it's really weird, and I never thought I'd say this, but I almost want to go for the tomato cracker, even though it's so small. Like, I guess I'm gonna say the tomato cracker and the potato chips, because they were good chips. If only there was as many of these as there were of these guys, then I would be a lot more satisfied. And my least favorite things, unfortunately, are the really hard black sesame thing. Disappointing. And these things that made a comeback and I don't know why, because they're weird. So that's it for this month's box. Thank you again to Rashid for sponsoring it. And I'm still waiting for my Sakura Co to get here, but when I do, I will be back with another review for you. So, I'll see you then.